allowing us access. That's why you all are getting this coverage. Alright? It has ordered the release of Vybz Kartel, Sean Storm, and Skyra. Yeah, one of them will remain. We'll get to the facts in a minute. I'm gonna read the facts for you guys while you guys are here. Vybz Kartel. Live stream. This is going to take care, man. It's a long time, man. Unfortunately, you get 1,000 people left on this side.
Read, what's your problem? Come on, tell me your problem.
So, me the colleagues there, me the colleagues, TVJ, Cleaner. Yes, man, we out here, man. All of us here. Yeah. Yes, man. You know, they waited on the B20 farm until the B20 farm gets here and it's delivered. Then you know what takes place. Okay, man, I don't think I'm going to walk out. Most of the people are going to see. Most. Team now walk out. But you want them to pick over them barrier there and jump you.
But then get them now to drive more.
Probably a vehicle. Is that a Thanks for sharing the live.
Can I read it? Now, we set up live, you know. By the time you bring up that later on, it's done already.
All right, so let me just read for you guys the Gleaner story. Dancehall star Vybz Kartel is free. The Court of Appeal just ruled, well, about an hour or so ago, ruled that he and 3 co-accused should not be retried for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Freedom a day before Jamaica celebrates Emancipation Day caps an almost 13-year journey of arrest, trial, convictions, and a successful appeal for Kartel and Sean Storm, and Andre St. John and Kyra Jones. Jones, however, listen this, Jones, however, will remain in custody because he is serving a sentence in an unrelated case. The highly anticipated decision was delivered by the newly minted President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Marva McDonald Bishop. She led a panel of 3 judges which comprised Justices Paulette Williams and David Fraser. The decision was unanimous, the court said. The men were charged in September 2011 and convicted in March 2014 of Clive Lizard Williams' murder. They were sentenced to life in prison in 2014. Following an unsuccessful challenge of the conviction in the Jamaica Court of Appeal, they went to the Privy Council, Jamaica's highest court. The Privy Council threw out their conviction in March 2024 on the grounds of juror misconduct, but remitted the matter to the Court of Appeal to determine whether there should be a retrial. The top court, tainted juror Livingston Kane, who was later found guilty of accepting a bribe to try to influence other jurors in the case. Now today we heard that the bribe was $500,000 at the time. The top court, Court of Appeal, held 6 days over oral arguments on the retrial issue from June the 10th. That was last month. The prosecution, led by Director of public prosecutions, Claude, for the men to be retried. They argued that the accused men must not be allowed to walk free based on a technical blunder or pre-trial publicity, as there are sufficient safeguards in the criminal justice system to ensure that the men get a fair trial by an independent and impartial jury. The prosecution accepted that the men's constitutional right to a trial within a reasonable time was breached, but that there were remedies to address that. They also said the cost can be placed on life regardless of the deceased character. The defense, led by John Clark and Isaac Buchanan, argued that the men should be freed in the interest of justice, claiming constitutional breaches, pre-trial publicity, and leaking of evidence from the trial. They stressed that the length of time that has elapsed since the incident is a factor that must be weighed against ordering a new trial, especially since the elapse has resulted in the breach of the accused men's right to be tried within a reasonable time. They also argued that the ordeal suffered by the men, including Cartel's health challenges, must be factored in the decision not to have a retrial. Furthermore, they posited that it would be impossible to get a jury that will be able to disavow itself from the notion that the accused men somehow benefited from the action of the blunder with the jury. So,